Resistance and Recovery Matrix in Supply Chain Management. In this video, we're going to explore the Resistance and Recovery Matrix, an important tool for understanding how systems, especially supply chains, behave under disruptions. We'll explore the types of disruptions that can occur, define both resistance and recovery, and study the matrix together to understand its importance. In supply chain management, disruptions are unavoidable. Natural disasters, supplier failures, pandemics, cyber attacks, or transportation delays can all stop the flow. To deal with this, companies need to understand two things: how much a system can resist disruption and how effectively it can recover afterwards. That's where the resistance and recovery matrix comes in. We are going to break down the supply chain resistance and recovery matrix. First, the horizontal axis measures resistance to disruption. This tells us how well a supply chain can withstand unexpected events, things like supplier problems, natural disasters, or transportation delays. A low resistance means even small disruptions can cause major issues, while a high resistance means the system is strong enough to prevent disruptions from severely affecting operations in the first place. Second, the vertical axis measures recovery from disruption. This is about how quickly a supply chain can return to normal after something goes wrong. On the lower end, recovery is slow and painful. On the higher end, the system bounces back fast, allowing the business to resume operations with minimal downtime. Quadrant 1, robust, built to withstand and bounce back. This quadrant represents supply chains with high resistance and high recovery capability. They are built with strong redundancy, meaning they can absorb major shocks without collapsing and can quickly restore operations afterward. As an example, we have a global food company that uses multiple pre-approved suppliers and holds safety stock. If one supplier fails, others can immediately fill the gap. This combination of diverse suppliers and inventory buffers makes the supply chain both stable and fast recovering. Quadrant 2, agile, bends but doesn't break. Supply chains in this quadrant have low resistance but high recovery. They do feel the impact of disruptions, but they can adapt and pivot very quickly. The example is a fast fashion retailer that rapidly shifts production between countries. If a trade issue arises in one region, they immediately switch to another source. Their strength lies in speed, flexibility, and the ability to reconfigure operations almost instantly. Quadrant 3, brittle, strong until it shatters. These supply chains have high resistance but low recovery. They are stable under normal conditions and can withstand small issues. But when a major disruption hits, recovery is slow and painful. The example is a tech company that depends on one highly specialized factory. If that factory experiences a major outage, say flooding, the entire production halts for months. The system looks strong on the surface, but a single point of failure can lead to catastrophic delays. Quadrant 4, fragile, the danger zone. This is the weakest quadrant, low resistance and low recovery. These supply chains are easily disrupted by even minor events and take a long time to recover. The example provided is a small business relying on a single supplier with no backup inventory. A simple shipping delay can halt their entire operation. With no redundancy and no recovery mechanisms in place, the supply chain remains highly vulnerable. Companies use this matrix to decide where to invest. If resistance is low, companies can increase buffers, diversify suppliers, and improve forecasts. If recovery is slow, companies can build digital capabilities, strengthen collaboration, and improve agility. The goal is to gradually move the supply chain toward the upper right quadrant. The resistance and recovery matrix helps companies map their vulnerabilities and strengths. By understanding where a supply chain stands, managers can build systems that are not only efficient, but also resilient during disruptions. Thanks for watching, and remember, allow yourself to bend but don't break.